Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Excelente! And welcome to another Friday on Learning with Senior Cow Cow. All right, today's going to be a shorter video, which is good news for everybody. Let's start with our warm-up. Okay, it says write a sentence for each photo using the verb ser and two adjectives. Okay, for example, like number one, you're describing yourself. So you could say something in Spanish. I'm not going to give you the answer, but something in Spanish like, I am tall and funny. I am short and pretty. Okay? All right, so go ahead and try this on paper. I want to see those 5 sentences, not to turn in, but as practice. All right, so pause the video now. Okay, so the first one, as I was saying, is two things about yourself, really. So in my case, I would say, yo soy alto y cómico. Okay. If you are like someone who's small and athletic, you could say, let's say you're a girl, yo soy pequeña y atlética. On that number one, make sure you use an A most likely on the end of your adjective because you're describing yourself. It should be things like alta, baja, cómica. Okay. Unless it's something like inteligente, in which case you don't have to change it. Okay. So number two, for Gabriel Iglesias, I would say, él es grande y cómico. Okay, Señor Cowart es alto e inteligente y simpático. So try to be nice to everybody. All right, nosotros, you could have said something like, nosotros somos inteligentes y estudiosos. Or whatever it is, altos, atléticos. Just make sure you put an S on that one because it is nosotros. All right, so los perros. So here we have a couple of big black dogs. I would say los perros son grandes y negros. Los perros son grandes y negros. They're big black dogs. Okay? All right. Now, I'm not going to go back over all the notes because we did that yesterday anyway. So here's a little quiz for you to take online. Again, it's not a grade, it's just a little practice quiz. What you do is if you go to this address, tinyurl.com/cowardquiz2. Okay, if you type that in, it will, sorry. If you type that in, it will take you to this web page. And all you do is you say, click here to take test. And it's a little 10-question quiz. And like it says, ella blank muy alta. So this sentence should say, she is very tall. So you just answer the 10 questions and hit end quiz or result or whatever, and it'll let you know how many out of 10 you got. Okay, it's very simple, very short. Okay, now the only other thing we got to see for today is on Google Classroom, I have posted a worksheet for you. Okay, so we've gone over the verb ser, how to say things like yo soy alto, ella es inteligente, things like that. And next week, we'll get into estar. But before that, I want you to kind of build your own notes on it. So, here you go. So, notice it says, do not turn this in. We will go over it in class, okay? You can print out a copy of this, and I would. I think it'd be a really good idea if you have that ability, and just kind of fill in the worksheet. But it's very simple. Like it says, write out the conjugations of the verb estar. For example, the first blank is going to be estoy, because that's the yo conjugation, okay? So we'll see how you do there. It says, we learned the verb ser is used for things such as characteristics, origin, etc. When should we use the verb estar? There's 2 or 3 things that you could possibly write there. Okay? 6 emotions, things like happy, nervous. 6 location words, next to, under, things like that. Okay? See either what you can remember or look up. All right? There's a lot of different emotions, nervous, excited, angry. Okay? This says, ¿Cómo te sientes en estas situaciones? How do you feel in these situations? So the way you do this section, it says, Cuando tengo un examen, estoy blank, which if you read it says, when I have a test, I am, and you could say something like nervous or sad, okay, etc. All right, so y'all have to figure out what the other ones say and put what emotion best fits the situation. Okay, and the last section just says, using Estar, tell me where four things and or people actually are located in the real world. So, for example, you could say something like, the Eiffel Tower is in Paris. The Lincoln Memorial is in Washington, D.C. I am in my house. Zaxby's is in Evans. Okay, so things or people, whatever you want to do, or both. Okay, so four of those, and that's it. So do this on your own at home using the internet, probably if you need it. And again, this is nothing to turn in. It's something we're going to go over when we're back in class. Okay, so that's it for this Friday, and we will see you next week. If you have any questions, send me an email. Adios.